This video is all about babka, all about chocolate, all about Nutella. I'll show you my take on this amazing recipe, the Nutella Babka. Let's do this. Hi beautiful people, welcome to Hoobietastes. Let's start with the ingredients. All the ingredients of this recipe, you can find them in the description box of this video. So, I got my stand mixer with the dough hook attached to it, added my flour, salt, sugar, and the easy bake active yeast. You need to ensure that the salt doesn't touch the yeast. I've added the liquids as well, the milk and the beaten eggs, and I started to mix on a very slow speed. When you see the dough starting to shape up, add the butter slowly, one by one, give it time to mix, and increase the speed a little bit to medium to medium high. This kind of dough, I warn you, is going to be a little bit sticky. So you're not doing a mistake. It is meant to be like that. So don't freak out. Add the butter in turn. Give it time to mix and mix well, and then you will end up with that nice, shiny, clean surface ball of a dough. Now I got it into a nice consistency, so I got it out and I kneaded it a little bit by hand, and I kept it for about half an hour in a covered bowl with a little bit of olive oil. I wanted to give it that a bit of time for it to rest. The babka bakers actually leave it to rest in the fridge for 24 hours before doing the next step. Now the fun part starts. So I got the dough, and you get your rolling pin. Just get it into a rectangular shape. Don't over elongate it. You can do 2 babkas out of this recipe. Make sure it's equal. Don't have funky ends and don't have funky lengths. Just make sure it's equal on all sides of the rectangle. I did not do the recipe's chocolate filling. What I've done is Nutella, and life is better with Nutella. Things taste better with Nutella. So I've added my Nutella dollops. You can use whatever tool you have available to spread it evenly around the dough. Just leave a little bit of space on the edges so you can fold it in easily without making too much mess, although I make mess all the time. And I've also added dark chocolate buttons. This gives it a nice contrast, and when the babka cools down, you will get a different feel of the chocolate between the Nutella and the dark chocolate buttons. Now that you have the filling distributed across your dough, use your 2 hands, use your thumb, and start folding it little by little, and make sure you do it equally. So you go like between all the sides and you move up with your hand. Pinch it slightly, don't leave gaps, be firm with the way you roll it, don't leave any empty gaps in between. That's really important. And now you have this nicely rolled up piece of dough. You could use a knife, a sharp knife. It's better if you use a pizza cutter. Cut it in the middle, make sure that you are in the center, and you have this kind of, and you will have this look for the dough. Turn it upside down so the Nutella bit facing upwards. Cut it in the middle so you have 2 equal parts to do your babkas. Place each one on top of each other and put them across with your hand firmly the way you see me doing, so you end up with this shape. Now you get your tins. Make sure your tins are greased up. Put your babkas in them and give them for 2 hours. Give them 2 hours of time for them to prove. What I've done, I boiled water, put it in a pan, and placed it inside the oven, and I put the 2 babkas in the tins in the oven with the closed doors, and I left them for about 2 hours. And as you can see, that's how they look after 2 hours. Doubled in size. It looks fantastic. You can tell we are going in a good place. While this bakes away, we do the sugar syrup. So we add our water, the sugar on medium to high heat. We mix it well so the sugar dissolves. And once you reach for the water to bubble and you see it's boiling, leave it there. Put the heat down on low heat, leave it to simmer for about 5 minutes. Take it out, put it on a different container, leave it to cool so it's nice and ready. And now the moment of the truth. The babkas have baked perfectly. I'm so happy with the results. I've really got a good result with this. It's not you could there's so many things that can go wrong with this kind of recipe. So I got it out while it's heat. Don't wait for it to get cold. Get your syrup and distribute it as you wish. It will give it a nice shiny surface and also a nice and sweet taste as well. Put as much as you like. It depends how you like it. I've added, just covered the surface. I didn't add too much for my taste. Wait for it to cool down a little bit now. Get it out of the tins. And here are your babkas. I cut it in the middle. You could see the lovely swirls. You could see how it looks. The taste is fantastic. The smell is fantastic. And this bake along for this challenge was an absolute success. For me, everyone who tried it loved it. I really recommend you to try this recipe. Thank you all for the support and thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Check it out.